Chat, we gotta talk about this, because the rice discussion, we gotta head this off at the pass so it doesn't bleed into the Super Show on Monday, because it's out of control. Everyone in chat, not everybody, a lot of people in chat are of the opinion, oh my god, my controller works again, that rice is a main dish and not a side. I don't understand your position here. Of course, if rice is mixed in with the main, it's a main. Apart from that, in logical situations, I think rice is a side. How's it going? It's the Northernlion Live Super Sunday subscriber show for Sunday, October, whatever today is. Honestly, I'm playing the game in full screen, so I have no idea what day it is. I'm going to assume that today is the 15th. Is that correct? Probably correct. We're going to play LA Noire for 3 hours. Let's get started. My controller actually works for this game now. But hilariously, I've now forgotten how to actually use the controller to get into my vehicle. Hey buddy, how do I... Is it X? You just hold X for a little while?
I read about it in the paper.
B. A.
I'm out of here.
Y.
You can drive.
Nice, it is Y. Alright.
Where are we?
I think I don't even remember. We left, like, in media res last time because I had to get down for some Thanksgiving dinner. But, let's go back to the fruit market quickly here. I remember this case. There was the bar. Oh my god, that guy stopped on a dime.
Another letter?
We went to the apartments and they were like, yeah, they fought all the time. The husband followed her out and never returned home. Very suspicious.
From him. Now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This black dahlia.
Was rice the main course at
You seen the
Thanksgiving
body?
dinner? No, I went to a buffet. So, it was all the main course, apparently. The main course was of your own creation. My main course was,
in America,
a slice of prime rib,
where do they end up?
some popcorn shrimp, mashed potatoes, and a couple crab legs! What are you doing, buddy? Is salad a main course? No. Unless you order one of those. If a salad is like over $7, it's probably a main course. If it has a significant amount of protein in it, of any variety, I would say that it's a main course. Dude, I have totally... Right trigger is run? What world is this? I'm just gonna go back to keyboard and mouse, I think. What about the big salad? Is it a Seinfeld? I think it's a Seinfeld. What part of a fried rice dinner is a main for you? What is a fried rice dinner? If everything's mixed together, of course it's all part of the main. However, I return to the chicken noodle soup argument. If you go, oh, are the noodles the side in a chicken noodle soup? No, it's all part of the soup. The soup itself is probably a side. Or if you're eating it at home because you're sick, then I guess it's the main. But you can, in something that's made of many different ingredients, of course you can't combine, or you can't separate them and be like, well, the noodles are the side of the soup and the broth is the beverage and the chicken is the main. That's just absurd. I'm not getting into the soup discussion because Austin doesn't know what he's talking about and also is not here. Everything is the main if you're eating exclusively chicken fried rice. However, I'm going to tell you, and this is apparently, it might be a cultural thing, but at least in the Letourneau family, if you order chicken fried rice, that's a side that is to be shared for the whole table, and then you order some kind of entree along with it.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy.
Like you might get a General Tso's chicken or a chicken chow mein or something like that. You might even get a chickadee China the chocolate chicken. That's actually the Chinese chicken, not the chocolate chicken. Apparently I've had one too many drumsticks because my brain stopped ticking. You know what? I have never gone up here. That's because they've made it unget-upable. If you're sharing it with a group, nothing is a side. That's madness. If you order from Nando's and you get the Portuguese rice, it's in the side menu. It doesn't go mains, rice, potatoes. Oh, by the way, you get a side of an entire freaking chicken along with it. Alright, yeah, here we are. It's the fruit market. Go into the store. They don't want me in the just picked fruit market. See, the handle is not gold. Everything is a side? Why do you choose to make life so difficult? That's all I ask. You have to come back at night. Alright. Fair enough. Not a good start. Sorry, YouTube.
I need to go over the case now.
If this ever makes it to YouTube, because there's dead boobies in it. Go back to El Dorado. So Rusty can get his drinking.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders...
He's parched from the drive-in in downtown LA.
Tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway.
Saying risotto is a side is odd. Look, I'm not saying it's odd or it's not odd. I'm just relaying my experience that, to be fair, the only time I've ever had risotto is as, like, a course in meals that is way too expensive. You know, like a 5-course meal or something like that. I don't know if it's a side. Do I look like Gordon Ramsay or Marco Pierre White?
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Is that... It's Cole Phelps. No, but remember, he was like, hey, yeah, my other bartender was here.
Hey, honey, what time do you get off waiting table?
Okay. Please, God. I'm not actually mad. Not at all.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Sir, do you...
There we go.
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just pick fruit market across the street.
The fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. Don't tell them where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
My dog is wearing a sweater vest in the downtown LA heat. Don't make fun of me for saying Nando's is Portuguese. It's a Portuguese, like, Mozambique restaurant.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Rusty, where are we going, my dude? I'm losing my mind. Now you can go to the fruit market? Alright, drive me across the street to the fruit market, please. You missed a clue at the bar? Not even sweating it. Alright, Rusty. Save me. Where should we go? No, don't get in the car, you weirdo.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
We got called to Central, Phelps. We can't leave until we're done there.
Alright, alright. Thank you. Thank you,
the
video
way.
game.
You can drive.
Take me to the
exactly
Central
are we
Police
going?
Station. Got a little problem here, that's okay. That is a horrifying amalgamation of my emotes and Kate's emotes. We don't have to go deeper into the rice discussion. Just people, I guess, disagree in this situation. Sure, in the case of rice and beans, yeah, no doubt. They're both mains, because it's like one dish. Downstairs, downstairs.
That bum took a swipe at me.
He's waiting for us downstairs.
Steve Donnelly or what?
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
There we go, downstairs.
Isn't he a cop who won the medal and is solving all...
I'm in a police station. Please don't, you know, call attention to the fact that I'm an officer. I'm deep undercover right now. What's a risotto then?
Got to think it's soap, you know.
Well, it's a, you know, fragrant and savory
Goddamn it.
rice dish, usually consisting of an absorbent rice like arborio.
Come on in, Phelps. Have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back.
You heard him, chat.
The driver
Turn
was
away for
through
now.
the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and type from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead.
Did we see this last week?
Pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Yeah. Remember, because Cole Phelps was like, I love Lord Byron. Have changed my mind. You would not give a square deal. Fuck you, BD. Tex. We did indeed see it last week. Okay. Yeah, we read this last time. I remember.
On thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied
He's also
the
a
gods
really
to
tall
bring fire to
Icelandic dude.
The
He lived in a pod, you know, where the space engineers were, on LV-448.
He's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband.
Peter
and cousin.
Maldonado?
We haven't interviewed him.
Hashtag who drew the dicks?
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
We also did the interrogation last week, so we're like, actually like half an hour behind here. Don't make me laugh by saying Prometheus is a 9 out of 10. Look, I agree. There's a chance that I underrate Prometheus.
Improved your attitude?
However,
What do you want?
9 out of 10 is absurd.
I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment. And that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe. She didn't stay long.
Alright, we gotta look at the notebook, because I've completely forgotten what was happening here. Dude, the mouse control in the casebook is actually horrible. I have to go, like... My mouse pad is large. I have to go all the way from, like, the top to the bottom 10 times to get to the lower half of it here. I think this is a doubt.
So if you didn't
Bad.
kill your wife, who did?
That's bad.
You better come up with something, Angel. This doesn't look good.
Now, get back into the LA Noire flowchart.
I loved my wife.
Good kid. Murder your wife and you just sit there as cool as a cucumber.
The arrow keys sadly do not work. Alright,
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
this is a lie and a half.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you.
I don't listen to NL's movie ratings after he said Baby Driver was okay. So you haven't listened to my movie ratings since what, like 12 hours ago? Alright, so we know that he'd been served the divorce papers. No, he hadn't been served the divorce papers. I will crank up the volume. Give me a moment. This should work better. Seems like divorce papers.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
You don't even know, buddy. You don't even know. But the fact that he gave us the shoe size so easily makes you think. Look, I would never say that Baby Driver was bad. But I will say when I watched it, I was like, it's stylish. The driving scenes are really good. And as everyone says, the editing in the movie is fantastic. However, I don't know. I just found myself, like, not as entertained as I thought. And I almost, you know, like, I really like the movie Brick. But when a lot of people watch it, they go, oh, it's just really distracting how they all talk like 1930s detectives the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I kind of found it interesting, but I can understand how you would be annoyed. That's kind of, I got annoyed by the style, like the fact that it was dripping with style. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. Just that for me personally, I was like, it's just it doesn't quite hit me, I guess, the same way it hit a lot of people. Certainly, I'm not doing an internet thing where I'm like, people would, when I said I liked La La Land, people were like, it's a movie, just, it's a money laundering in Hollywood, the circle jerk about blah, blah. I'm just saying, I didn't like it. If you did, then that's fine. I know a lot of people did. I guess I missed the little core of goodness.
Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Was she wearing her religious medallion last night? We can back out of the lie.
Killed her, stripped the body of jewelry, and then went back to her apartment for the bracelet.
You should get a better hat. The sun is getting to your head.
Excuse me, sir. All right, okay, we can back out of that. That's no problem.
Looks like I was mistaken.
You should get a better hat.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Nice, okay.
Your wife has been brutally murdered.
Yeah,
So
I'm
how do
aware
you
of that,
explain
thank you.
Your shirt being covered in blood.
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Yeah, shaving your legs maybe. Hit the femoral artery. Didn't we know that he had a fight, right?
You're lying through your teeth.
Is Prometheus better than Baby
brother's
Driver?
in on
Absolutely not.
You don't know what you're saying. Why would I do that?
He had a fight with his brother. But do we know he had a fight with his brother yet? I can't remember. No. Last week I said jugular vein. This week I said femoral artery. Oh, I'm an idiot. Should have just doubted him.
But he would never lie for me about killing Antonia. He knows he'd go to hell for that.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No.
You know, like that Jimi Hendrix
You're not in
song.
the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Don't you remember? I'm just going to let you know. People are like, how do you not remember this? Recorded like 70 hours of content this week, all right? Across 10 different games. It just happens, you know? Like, things get purged from the mental stack. Excuse me, sir. Rusty, where are we going here?
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sack.
Any ideas?
So, the fruit market was the last stop off Antonia made.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the paper.
Who are you talking to? You got Bluetooth? TwitchCon is next week, but I'm sincerely only gone for like a day. Like, we're flying next Sunday, so there will be no subscriber stream next Sunday, unfortunately, but we're leaving at like 7 a.m., and then we're coming back Tuesday at like 8 a.m. So we're losing all of Monday and all of Sunday, so 2 days, I guess. But I will be back for Tuesday. Cantaloupe, 6 cents each. What a deal, dude.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
I gotta look at these fruit prices. Those do not look like Golden Dawn eggs. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Those do not look like El Dorado brand oranges. I'm not fully convinced that these are Springton brand tomatoes, to be real with you. Rate cantaloupes? I'll just level with you. I think I like cantaloupes more than the average person.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
It's the delivery man.
From the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
The fruit market's a pretty hopping place on a Friday.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
I mean,
We recovered some of Mrs. Maldonado's personal items from this area, Clem. The last item we found overlooked this place. I think you're lying, and if you want our help, you better come clean with us.
Oh, you think I'm some kind of nut job? That I did something to her, me? What proof have you got?
okay. Yo, I'm using lie to see if I have the proof, basically. I think we just got to go back to doubt,
I made a
maybe.
mistake. Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much.
I really thought a 24-hour fruit market would be an intelligent business decision, but... When you go into the lie, the accused frames the argument for you. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm trying to abuse the gameplay mechanic to
Young lady
help give me some
around
social
midnight?
clues.
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
She was brutally beaten soon after she left the bar. Clem, you sure you didn't drive her somewhere?
What are you suggesting?
Hold up. You sure you didn't drive her somewhere? I mean, she does have a broken window, but that's not on her car, that's on her house, so that seems unlikely. You sure you didn't drive her somewhere? Yeah, because of the key. Nah, I think this has got to be another doubt, because his face looks like he's not telling the truth, but we can't prove it.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
I don't want you ever go to that fruit market.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to
Plus,
drive her,
Uber hasn't been invented
she got
yet,
into
so... He's about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up. Oh, this is the truth. Look at his eyes.
Can you describe the car?
100%.
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can.
By the way, you mentioned
Don't you have to
something
get a
about
court order or something?
bottles.
Right.
I kind of glassed over the rest of it. Alright, we're looking around. We are looking around the fruit market. Refreshing. I just heard like a ka-chunk. So I'm trying to think of like what we'd even be trying to find. In this fruit market. I mean, there's a telephone. We don't know what the plates are. Maybe like the fence is missing a picket and we can use that. Because we know what the murder weapon is.
Twice as smart, you'd still be stupid.
Well, I am as God made me, lady. We can exit this door as well. Whoa! You know, it had a handle, Phelps.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Well, this looks suspicious. It's a bloody knife.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
New objective.
It's a typical power thing.
Apprehend Clem
Once the kid
Feeney.
is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
Are you working Friday night? We could go out afterwards.
Phelps, you get... See, it's hard with the keyboard controls to know when you're done with the clue. If it doesn't go right off the bat, it's a little confused. No, you're good, you're good, you're good. Oh, you left the drawer with the evidence open.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Well, we actually are aware of the combination because of the dot pattern. No, look at that. 253. Wait a minute. But there's no 3. Oh, okay, I see. I thought these were buttons we pressed, but they're... See, I'd like you to... Oh my god. I'm not even messing with you. Half the time, the same gesture does 2 different things. You got it, you got it, you got it. What? No. See, the thing is, like... There you go. Okay. Sure. Wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. I have always said that, dude. Of all the Psalms, this is the one that I agree with the most. Love thy neighbor, screw that, dude. Father, lay these hands. Who's this, Monica Bellucci? But you see, like, the thing is, there's that... So, like, I want you to see... But you got... There's a charm bracelet. The charm bracelet is just above you here, so, like... Could you please touch the charm bracelet? Because the thing is, like, that's her charm bracelet, I think, so... You should try to...
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Chewbacca?
Clem!
Oh, I shouldn't have left all my murder trinkets in the office! Let's
God damn
go.
It, get after him, Cole.
Whoa. Where did he go? Oh,
I'm
no.
trying to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Why do I always get in the car chase after I've been to the bar?
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Correct. Due process. Oh, hey, I see you.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Excuse me,
It's
hot
almost
dog
too
man.
perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Why would you run into traffic, you weird man? Thank God the chassis is made out of good old-fashioned Pittsburgh steel. Okay, we got you. Rusty, I'm gonna pull up alongside of him.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Pretend you're on Murder Inc. Records, a
Hit it.
label for a genre of music that doesn't exist yet. Get highly, extremely screwed, my friend.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Yeah, stop biting your lip like that, you weirdo. You look like me when I play Street Fighter.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen.
Nice. Problem solved. Now to begin the 1947 ritual of drinking the alcohol of the accused and smoking a cigar just to fuck up their real estate.
When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Those were the days. Hey, honey, clear my schedule. I just took home a case of whiskey. We should get like a 3 or a 4 here, I think. We did okay on this one, believe it or not. Yes! Oh.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail? Skip with the Shadow leading the show.
What are you talking
He's a
about?
Shadow. Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
I really like the, you know, South Pacific style pan flute in there. The white shoe slaying. Uh-oh. Must be Friday night because she's gotten good and tight. She's taking one too many Xannies.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial. And
Thanks to the structure of the prison industrial complex, that means everybody here gets free coffee this morning.
Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Olive oil comes from Holland.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case.
Rusty, we gotta...
Ray Pink
Look, we can get you like a Pedialyte popsicle or something on the way.
Fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fact, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
Greetings from
New
sunny
suit?
California.
I guess it is a new week. New week equals new suit. Not yet? You haven't gotten to a new desk? Nah, it's okay. We'll opt for like a not an amazing suit right now. Just like a little normal suit like this one right here, the Golden Boy.
Maybe the cop they've been talking about on the
We'll match Rusty.
Want another commendation?
You can drive.
I want to make comments about it. You know you made it.
First the letter, and now another body.
Well, the sound is
Come on,
way
you can't
better
keep
in
on
here.
telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these
Rusty.
arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs.
This guy's a big Ichiro
Sometimes
fan.
You just gotta make first pitch.
Rusty, what are you doing? He's actually the worst driver in Los Angeles, and that's saying something. Minnows maketh the man.
Detectives?
Ah, yes, Oil Park.
Homicide.
Scene secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple grade again.
Time of death.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Whoa, she has a
Blunt
shirt on
force
this
trauma.
time, though.
Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or
It's
other
the hokey pokey murderer again. Your right foot could go in at any time, but it can never check out. All right, yeah, rope looks the same. That was the finger. No finger abrasion. Maybe a different guy. Oh no, no nudity. Where could you possibly find nudity on the internet if not on twitch.tv/Northernlion?
Catch all the good ones, Phelps. There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Can never, like, look at the torso. There's blood spatter on the torso, please. Yeah, okay. No, we've seen that. I hear music. Footprints that are kind of hovering in the sky. $5 bill. Who would drop this month's mortgage payment on the ground?
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Still clues. Let's talk to these boys. Oh, you know what? No. Let's run the ticket first from the laundry. Oh! It's our rival police. From the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Well, I'm not a looky-loo, but according to my ledger book...
Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Okay, let's see what kind of judge of character we are.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Oh yes, the one homeless person in Los Angeles.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find
He
him?
made fun of my exceedingly tall forehead.
He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
You go back to your home now.
Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
A crime in Los Angeles? Well, I never. It's the Hobo King. All other hobos get +1/+1.
Phelps, 1247.
Well, they're really speeding away here.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Yeah, put out an APB on the Hobo King, please. We gotta cut off the head of the snake and solve the homeless problem forever.
There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
Also, what are you doing this Saturday? I mean, Phelps is married. That's right. We never get a glimpse of his home life. This guy dresses like all of my friends right after The Matrix came out. Oh, music. Oh, excuse me, sir. And by sir, I mean madame.
Goddamn captains make me resubmit the paperwork.
Also, Agent Smith won't leave me alone.
Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
Give me some intuition, please. We only have 1 point? No clues? The music ended. Started up just... No. There's still piano tinkles. Or is that the cue that the music is gonna end? They start playing music so that you go, oh, the music's now ended. I see.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going? No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guys, what I'm saying, right?
By the way, I gotta make a stop by the fruit market.
Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Rusty, what is this driving, dude? Have you watched any Mindhunters? That show is dope AF. I have not, but I saw it on Netflix. Is it a documentary or is it a work of fiction? He definitely just slayed this man with his aggressive door opening. It's fiction. It's great, though. Take your word for it. Perhaps I'll pencil it in.
LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
Don't you know washing the clothes of a murder victim is a federal offense?
I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
And he was never heard from again.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
$13.63. There is no more 50 Ways to Kill Your Lover stories. I'm done with the show. Sadly. I wish it weren't so.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Excuse me, sir. Thank you for your help.
I better get back to this.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought I was the police, but I guess not. See you later. You mind if I use... No, I cannot use your telephone. Hot dog, man. You get a lot of business at 4 a.m.? Thought maybe I could run the address. Guess we'll have to wait.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Nah, before we go to the hobo camp, let's go to her house. Just move on to 1,000 Ways to Die. That show, like... It's got less of the human element and is more just like Dare's Gone Wrong.
You've
The
always
one where
got
they
the
snort a
feeling,
bunch
don't you?
of fire ants and stuff like that.
Usually correct.
Please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait.
Oh my god.
Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
You've been watching too many Swedish true crime stories. It's not a camp anymore, it's a petty kingdom. In 2017, this parcel of land is actually worth $18 million.
Hello? Yes?
It's Giovanni
Detectives
Ribisi.
Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Terrellson?
This guy talks a lot about shoes.
Bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Terrellson?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss.
The kids don't seem that put off by it.
Time, Mr. Terrellson, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure.
First off, where do you keep your whiskey? I don't like the children have like adult faces. It's freaking me out.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
We would like
What's the
Mommy to
problem,
come home now,
Terrellson?
Daddy.
Let him search.
You wouldn't like
Yeah,
us when
that's
we're
right.
angry. Alright, we gotta look for clues first.
You want to hear something funny, Terrellson? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules the Madison stuff.
Uh-oh. Baron's
Check
Bar.
if she was a regular.
Can't we just ask Rusty if he knows her?
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
What a beautiful piece of art. Oh, handbag on the ground.
Doesn't tell me anything.
That should tell you something. Maybe it was turned down for love? That's what people are always saying that. Templeton's.
Circumstantial.
It's a surprise that I get that reference. Oh, handbag! Yeah, the mini-map is really helpful right now. It's doing a lot of good work. Time for a little bit of Rusty's razor. She must have been a regular. Look at this.
Baron's Bar again. Someone must be real sweet.
Also,
on this
they've
guy.
never finished a matchbook in their entire lives. I mean, if I'm looking at this game, I don't know. I mean, Black has created a pretty nice defensive position for the king. Somehow it looks like they've gotten the initiative on the table, to be honest with you. I can't do an aggregate of the pieces from here, but... I mean, the real thing that concerns me is that it kind of looks like White has 9 pawns, which... One of them must be a bishop, but it's like they use the same model for the bishop as they did for the... Anyway, the point is, I think White's on the back foot here. You end up king castling there, you know, you've already got your H-pawns so far out. It's going to make it pretty easy to dismantle your defenses in the future. Anyway. No, we don't need to talk yet. Not necessary. Where did you come from?
Excuse me, ladies. Optimistic, Cole.
Food for the needy. Dirty dishes. Done dirt cheap. Another purse. To-do list, kill mommy.
She went out without her handbag?
I told you it was a handbag. She went out without her operator's license.
To leave this behind.
This actually makes me mad. Why would they ever write your age on the driver's license? Everybody should know. You just do current year, subtract year born. You don't need... It's secondary information that does not need to be on the driver's license itself. No wonder they gotta go once a year.
Spared that particular indignity.
Your driver's license has your age on it? What, do you have to get it replaced every year? I know that's what they're doing in the game, but that's outrageous. It's easier that way. Yeah, it's a lot easier to have to renew your license every single year as opposed to just doing a little bit of mental math that takes literally a fraction of a second. Size 8, guaranteed.
You can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
What about the shirt? Is the shirt bloody?
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Why is every man in town a size 8? What do you think the average male shoe size is? It's probably like 8 or 9. Seems pretty common.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Yeah, so will Dad. That's true. You do need to put your age on your driver's license if there's some kind of time travel shenanigans going on. Yo, I have size 12 or 13 feet, depending on the maker. I'm not saying, like, oh, you know, oh, what's the average penis size? 3 inches? Because that's what I am. Fully aroused. I'm just saying, I think the average shoe size for a man is probably like, you know, 9.5 or 10 or something. That would be my guess, at least. How many lawnmowers does one house need? Oh, more shoes? No, not necessary. Okay, we will try on the telephone. Oh my god! Just ran over my foot.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Oh, Rusty!
How could I help, Detective?
It's 8:59 a.m. I gotta get there before the liquor store opens.
Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
A prowl
Thanks.
car.
So what next?
Why aren't we back at the house giving the husband hell? He's got to be high on your list, Phelps. He's high on mine.
I legitimately wear size 18 shoes. That is, like, that is to the point where I have to imagine that that's just an inconvenience. That's, I'm not going to say, like, your feet are too large. I actually just, that's like being so tall that, you know, you got to get your house specially made or something like that. I have sympathy for that. Is that like, you know, specially designed shoe territory at that point? Everyone's saying check the other side of the house. What other side? So I've handled this side. Get out of there, you weirdo. And I've handled this side. Where's the other side of the house? Is this like a TARDIS situation? Like, is the other half of their house like across the street or something like that? The other half is outside. I fucking hate the English language. The other outside. The other... Rusty, how did you get here? The other outside, of course.
Isn't he the cop who won a medal in solving all the cases?
Yeah, we just call it a yard in the civilized world, but I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority there. Hey, could you go check the other outside, please? I need the lawn mowed by one of our 8 lawnmowers. Scurry. NL, you're so loud. I've been thinking that, actually. I don't know what... Some application, and it's not Skype for once, is making my microphone louder than normal. Try something like that. Might be a little better. No, I think I was raised. Like, I noticed people were like, NL, you're being quiet a couple weeks ago. And I was like, you know what? I've had that sneaking suspicion for like a week that I've been being quiet looking at my levels here. And then people are like, you're a little loud. It wasn't one person. It was like 10 people over the course of an hour or so.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
He's right. Way too quiet? Nah. I lowered myself by like, you know, 5%. NL, why do you have Skype now that Discord has video? I know people love to root for the underdog, and Skype is also garbage, but Discord video call, we tried to use it for a roundtable this week, and it just, anytime we tried to add a third person to the call, it just signed everybody in the call out of Discord.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
Why haven't you discussed Ball 3D being deleted
Teresa.
from Steam for review manipulation?
So
Because I don't know, it's like, it's funny, but also, I guess, not really any of my business. It should have been, you know, under suspicion for review manipulation when it got 1 positive review. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her. That seems pretty presumptuous, my dude. Well, I don't think we have any evidence, so this would just be a doubt.
For the record.
Never mind.
Did you kill your wife?
No joke. It's the rope that makes me angry.
I didn't kill my wife. Fuck you for suggesting it.
Hey, there's kids here, buddy. Let's get an alibi.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Wet men's spray jacket.
You
There
let
we
your
go.
drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
What do you think this is? The 2000s?
I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes.
Barron's Bar.
Bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
I was only a fifth of vodka deep, so I was the DD.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Come on, dude. We don't know that she wasn't happy at home. Except for possibly, like, the matchbook. But you can go to a bar and still be happy at home. But we don't have evidence, so again, I think this is a doubt. I'm going to give you my flowchart, okay? If he looks me dead in the eyes, truth. If he looks suspicious and we don't have evidence, doubt. If he looks suspicious and we have evidence, lie with the proper evidence.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying.
I wanted to stay out real late, like 10:30.
Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
You know, she's dead.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
Who leaves a party in the middle of the night?
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Look at that. Steely gaze. Truth.
Why did you only report
What?
your wife missing this
He's a
evening?
I thought
sociopath.
she would have called up last night from the bar.
He's a
Thanks for answering my
god.
questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you give in
She's
to
dead, Rusty. What is wrong with you? You did the right thing by not acquiescing to your wife's demands. By the way, she did die because you didn't. But you know what? You win some, you lose
This
some.
guy's story?
Kind of rings true. You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Ruka, what is your problem? Hello. Extreme meows. Yes? Hello? I'm in a stare down with him right now. Ruka! 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 Got any snacks? Ruka. Alright. Man, they got everything here.
But you're nice.
This is like a pretzel bun with numbers on it.
Gents, drink?
Don't, Rusty, don't answer,
Felton
please.
Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you
What
don't mind,
is
we have
this
a few
hairstyle?
questions.
Age 38?
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
I don't know, it was pretty late. I buy it. I buy it.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about
I just head down to the barber and say, hey, give me the Eric Trump.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Gin Ricky, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Gin Ricky.
Boy, let's take it to better days.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo.
He wasn't here last night?
The Hobo
I
King.
get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
Oh, that's a doubt and a half, my friend. That's a doubt and a half.
The
Why are you
likelihood
protecting
is
the
that
Hobo
whoever
King?
she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other men?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
I'm giving him the Larry David right now. I believe him.
The husband said
Let's
she wanted
go.
to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough.
3 out of 3 correct.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
What?
That's him.
LAPD. Don't make me chase you, shitbird.
Oh, I'm still making payments on my jaw.
Get away.
This is a Casey
Bates! We just want to talk.
Come on.
There he
Got
is,
a ride.
officer.
Get in and drive.
What do you do? You just keep stumbling backwards into traffic. Okay, hey.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
I got a killer up inside of me?
Come on, Phelps. You're letting this lust get away from you.
Dozens of dollars worth of damage done. Look at that, look at that. Oh, Jesus, this is not good. They'll let me catch him. It's Rubber Band AI, it's Mario Kart. Then we peek him down the alley.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar.
What are you doing, dude?
Listen, a
we
creature
go.
of habit
Head
is
him
a
off.
killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Oh, you have made me angry.
He's showing you how it's done.
Doubtful, Rusty, doubtful. We got him. Look at this, we're gaining so much momentum downhill.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Heavens to Rusty, more like.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Oh! Yo, our
Maybe
car's
you shouldn't
broken.
have waited for me, Phelps.
Car's broken. His car's broken. He's out. He's on foot. He's on foot. Just go. Oh, you're lucky, mister. It's nice of him to slow down for me.
Stop or I will shoot. Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Is this Jake Busey?
Last night, you went drinking with a
Wait,
lady
wait,
in
wait.
the
Is
bar.
this the actor that was
Now
from
she's
that
dead.
fake pop band in the
Face is
early
all
2000s called
I'm
Together?
clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
This dude definitely wears a size 18 shoe. It is him. Let's go. All right. I mean, this is a doubt and a half. Like, Or is it a lie? Let me check for a second. Now she's dead, your face is all messed up. I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You can lay it off on him. Are we finished? It's got to be a doubt. Because we know that she was dancing with him and this sailor, but...
Do you want my partner to sap you?
Oh.
Tell us what we want to know.
I'll hit you with this
She was
Cuban
okay.
cigar.
Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
I actually cannot tell if he's being honest or if, like, because this might just be his face.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice, private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the paper.
Yeah? Well, could Cole Phelps, super cop, do this? Let's go. You ever see a cop do a standing jump over a park bench like that? How does that make you feel? Why don't you try it, Rusty? Tear a hole in your pants, old man.
You look at this clown.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Parkour master.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective.
It'll take me approximately 0.1 seconds.
Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case.
Uh-oh.
Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thank you.
Excuse me.
You can drive.
Bye.
Take me to the hobo
Where we headed?
camp first.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
If I get it back with as much as a scratch.
Nice parking job.
Always bother.
1:51 p.m.
Leave me alone. I fought. Where's my wife? I'm the one. Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're
bullet.
looking
Nobody
for a
cares
tall
about me.
man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here.
Look at these people.
We should follow the
Leave me
lead.
alone.
These guys
No,
can
no,
wait.
no.
Austin?
Calling you stupid would be an insult to stupid people.
Are you like the dad of the final boss from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance? Extreme parkour.
You can't do this!
You got a reason to be acting like a jackass?
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy who was pretending to be dead?
Phelps, leave him be.
We gotta establish ourselves as the hobo leader. Tall man, disfigured face, please.
Hey! Watch where you're going!
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
Tall man, disfigured face.
Phelps, leave him be.
Tall man, disfigured face.
What's your beef with this guy?
Oh, I shattered his leg. Oh, wait, isn't this old man?
An Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman walked into the bar. The bartender...
No racism!
Leave him be. Are you liquored up?
I don't allow racism on my show.
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
That broad's got socks in the brassiere.
Wonder if this photograph could be a clue. No clues. No clues? Where's Harmonica Boy? Oh, there he is.
You got a problem, pal? That's that cop.
He's not here, dude. We gotta bounce. Maybe come back later.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
NL hates the homeless, confirmed. It's true. After today's Battlegrounds episode, the truth has come out. I did suggest that they should all set up Twitch channels. If that's not pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, I don't know what is.
Mouthpiece was stripped off.
He's
the
in
grand
interview,
jury.
too.
Case got thrown out.
Thanks.
Now the DA wants
What do you make of him? Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Interview room 2.
Hey, you think those vice boys get any on the side?
Say it's this way, you see. Yeah, there he is. He's wearing his uniform.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble, that's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
U.S. Navy able seaman.
You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
It's a doubt and a half, my friend.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
Problem solved.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep.
Also true.
You should take a look at him for this.
We did.
I don't believe you, Jessup. You let Bates have it. What's to stop me from thinking that you lost your temper and slugged Teresa Terrellson, too?
What have you got that says I hurt her? You got nothing on me.
What do we have that says he hurt her? Nothing, I believe. I like that Rusty is framed like he's in a Jean-Luc Godard film. Gut on one side, face in a mirror's reflection on the other. I think it's a doubt, dude.
You don't ask, you never find out.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again.
Rusty, what are you doing,
She was better
dude?
off with me.
Sure. You're a shining
Are you?
example.
Is it 2v1? I don't understand.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
It's an intimidation thing? I think Rusty actually was just leaning on his chair for support because he has a vitamin deficiency.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed? Three suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
Did he just break a bottle in the car? You know, I mean, I know about the Second Amendment, but this seems a little overkill, Rusty.
LAPD. We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. We need to hold out for the cavalry rounds.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Keep him down, Phelps.
If you want
These men
your
know they're
rightful
harboring
share,
a murderer?
we need to fight for it.
Did Rusty just murder the hobo? But for what?
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
I have to wonder.
Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Yeah, but Rusty, you shot that dude in the chest. Like, that doesn't seem okay. Oh, here we go.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
It's me, the Winter Soldier.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney. We need your help, Jack. I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but Hydra has risen up and taken over S.H.I.E.L.D.
Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job. Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
Dude, look at that tie.
We made a mistake.
That is a 10 out of 10 1947
The
tie.
local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze. So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you? We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors. But they've been moving it on to addicts. And they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying. And that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up
Unlike the war where I was a sorcerer.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I don't understand.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Why don't you just go work at that new television network, CBS? Oh, sorry, I just entered one of my Dr. Will Grant psychotic episodes again. Sure, oh, well, there's some bloody rope. Would you like to look at the ligature marks?
Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin.
As usual, I'll just leave the bloody murder weapon out on my nightstand. Crystal Ballroom.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
There's, like, I'm liking LA Noire for real, but at the same time, I hate that when you have, like, a piece of paper, you have to look at the right spot of it, because it becomes less manipulated to find the clue and more use the keyboard to make Cole Phelps' hand show you the only text on the actual document. My dude, did you... Okay, you must have looked at the TT there, I'm sure. No, that's good. We've already seen that. It's doing piano tinkles, but I think we're good to go. Hey, where's that dude we beat up?
That's the guy from the papers.
Rusty. Where's the... Did he get arrested?
You can't do this.
Advice? Teresa's trail leads right to this cabbie's back seat, Phelps. We need to find him.
What happened to the dude that we...
Can't we talk about this?
See, there was a dude here a moment ago. So I guess we need to... Chance say we need to drive around, look for the taxi. Let's go do that.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here.
Who drew the
All
dicks?
we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
This thing is way too slow.
Jesus, Phelps!
Rusty. Could you, like... I need you to lean a little bit, Rusty. Rusty, can I get you to lean? I need you to get out and do like a little... If you could lean a little bit. See, okay, Rusty, we're gonna go left and then right. I think I'm trapped. I think I'm trapped in this area. Well, it was fun while it lasted, Rusty. Looks like this is where we're gonna die. Do you have to restart the whole case? There's no world in which they'll make you restart the whole case. If you just quit, they'll probably let you out. Quit. Oh! Oh! I gotta see this. He's done it! I told you, Cole Phelps, parkour master. Now we're talking. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. Rusty's got those Yeezys. Now we just drive around until we see the taxi. Should Should we put our hazard lights on when we see them hoes? Look at that. Not a scratch. You need a police car for this part. No problem. We're right next to the station. Alright. Hey! That man is dead. I see a police car. It's like the police station is closed. There's gonna be a police car. 'Cause it's the police. There's one, let's go. Don't honk at me.
I need the vehicle, officer.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
Hello.
KGPL to car 11K.
Yes.
11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Carrollson picked up?
11K, roger.
All right. Oh, you... whoops.
Yeah, the bum took a swag
Going
of
this
me.
way.
Put him down with my sap.
All right, I guess we'll do this part then.
No good John with me, detective.
Drink. I got the jitters again.
Just gonna leisurely drive around. Find this cab. Excuse me, sir. Here we go. This is not it, but we might as well do it regardless.
Mallory's Cafe, 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Look, all I'm saying is that rice is usually a side. At least in modern North American applications. You won't randomly get it. I think it's at a specific point. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired.
Oh, no kidding.
391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
Ha ha ha, they're going to cut off your head,
Drop the
manana.
weapon, hands behind your head.
Yeah? Fuck you too!
God damn it.
Put your hands in the air.
He's hiding in the alley.
That's he got caught in the
Give it up,
corner.
LAPD.
You're not the only one in the street. You shimmied up a drain pipe.
Don't make me chase you.
Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky this sign had plywood on it, mister. Phelps. Alrighty then. Maybe I'll just shoot him in the gut next time. Just shoot him, they're gonna fry him anyway. Valid point now that I think about it.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Skirt.
Go to hell, Parker. No way I'm going down without a fight.
Man, that guy really should have
Drop
reloaded.
the weapon, hands behind your head.
Yeah? Fuck you too.
God damn it, get after
Put your
him,
hands
Cole.
in the air.
He's hiding in the alley.
Is it Stan Lee?
Give it up, LAPD. Don't make me chase you.
Oh my gosh!
Stop or I'll shoot.
This is Car 11 King. Advise all units that the 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4, KGPL.
Roger, 11K. All units.
Tell the captain Cole Phelps needs a drink.
Code 4, repeat, code 4.
Just put another piece of trash on ice. Whoa. Not necessary. Screw. I would like to see the taxi, please. You don't need to find the cab, but I'm super cop. Meet the cop who can't be stopped. Just kidding. Stay safe out there, everybody. Sometimes the taxi just doesn't show up. All these lazy developers, am I right? I just want to hit some fat air. I've got the momentum. Hit the freeway going at least about 80.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. Unit to handle code 3, identified.
Car 11K, we're on it. Where are they in relation to the train tracks? Over? There was a taxi there. Watch this. Thread the needle. How you like that, Rusty? Go slow? What do you think this is, getting over it? In 1947, everything's fast. The cars, the women, Rusty's desire to consume alcohol.
Any Century unit, a possible 415
Oh, no kidding.
at Alvera Street Plaza. Unit to handle code 3, identified.
11K, go ahead.
We in this.
11K, Roger. Citizen.
Sorry. Gotta go. I got a possible 415.
You're crazy.
If I'm crazy, it's your fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Boy, I wish things were back like they were in the 1820s when I was born.
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
Oh my god! Just let me get my Zimmer frame.
Watch it.
What in the... Jeez, he should really revoke his license, too.
What the hell? Get the bastard.
Well, I guess we're just taking him down.
I'll cover you.
Tackle him! Phelps! I was gonna tackle him and put him in old people jail.
Car 11K. Code 4 at Alvera Street, but I'll need an ambulance. Shots fired, and suspect is down.
Roger on your ambulance, 11 King. All units be advised, code 4 at the Alvera Street Plaza.
It's him, the cop from the newspapers.
Oh yeah? Cop from the newspapers? I had you like a little taste of this. We got a new outfit. Excuse me? The Outsider. Don't believe everything you read in the papers. Check this out. Alright. No, Rusty, let's go back to the police station, my dude. Lick my PP, bald demon. Hello, Nicholas. I don't like the way you capitalize both P's and PP. It makes me wonder what they stand for. Putrid penis? Pink proboscis? Could be many different things. Also, wow, there we go. Excuse me, sir. He's fine. That'll teach you not to stand too close to the edge of the sidewalk. Let's go. She's dead. Perky pepperoni. I like that one. Can I get a taste of some funky provolone as well? Oh, screw.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
No good John with me, detective.
Well, but like, where is the suspect? Are they in the press office? Are they in... Oh. Hello?
Real happiness is when you marry a girl for love and you find out later she's got money.
Words to live by.
Parker or Green? I don't know who these were.
Can I please, I'd like to go to the interview room.
I've been in this job 20 years.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Shoulders.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me.
Hot saucerman?
It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Hey, show some respect. This guy is the king of the hobos.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
This is the creepy tall guy from Dodgeball. 100%. Let's accuse him of the lie first.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrellson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
What about the blood-stained rope piece?
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
Oh. By the way, am I being detained?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
Also, taxation is theft.
You're lying, Ackerman. There must be a reason. You could have killed her in the camp.
My reasons are my own. Can you disprove what I say?
I mean, we do have the handbag. It's either that or doubt, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm gonna not rely on chat. And I'm gonna say that this is a doubt situation.
You're off the hook. For now.
You are
Let's
clearly
go.
insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
The end. Hey, it's me, the fruit stand guy. Remember? I'm also a creep. But what about my subjects?
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stand.
Absolutely true.
Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless.
It's
and send them
official.
on their way over the county line.
I'm ordering an invasion of communist Russia starting tomorrow.
And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
This has got to be a 5-star, baby. I mean, we did damage a lot, now that I think about it. 3 stars! We got 12 out of 14 questions correct. The hallmark of this club is people opening doors in very exaggerated manner.
You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song.
Yes, I'll have 12 beers, please. The studio's secretary martyr. Ah, what? Lady, this does not seem like a good idea.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not
It's easier said than done, Captain.
It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad.
Also, could you find the 2 missing volumes of my set of encyclopedias?
Right, Skipper.
They weren't even as cramping as still confessed.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Hollow man.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
All right, Rusty, you drive.
You know
buddy.
the way. You can drive.
And where exactly?
Mostly so I can critique your driving.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never find it.
Rusty. There might be alcohol at the scene of the crime.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the...
I don't know anything about this case, Cole, but I think she probably
Witnesses
deserved
have
it.
fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
What if we just stand here for a bit? Just creep him out. You got a problem, Rusty? I could stand here forever. I'm in peak physical condition. The sweltering Los Angeles heat does nothing to me. I see ya. You're looking at those hot dogs over there saying, oh boy, I could really go for one of those. Look at that. Looks delicious, doesn't it? Now that's a mover and shaker right there. No time to stand still and eat your hot dog. Just shove it in your pocket and go back to the office. Now you know who runs the show.
How can I help you boys?
Oh, okay. I'll meet you at window 2
Detectives
then.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
Get the interrogation stretcher!
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Excuse me.
What's this mark here?
I believe that's the
Maker's
Lufthansa logo.
Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Oh.
Does this mark mean anything?
I wonder. It's double the number of our car. By the way, did somebody say Maker's
Who's that
Mark?
on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Well, I'm off to rule the 7 Kingdoms.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
We just name streets after countries now? This is North America, dude. Everything's named after something else. Oh my, get away from this. It's gonna blow.
The address is bogus.
It's sparking up a storm.
The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine, and the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
Habeas corpus?
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Or possibly a bookshelf, end table, ottoman, any piece of furniture will do.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
While I was camp counseling, I had a girl whose name was literally spelled K8. I don't buy this.
Hard, isn't it?
I want to. You're
I
a
look after all the
subscriber.
rail
You
depots.
support
What have you got?
my existence
The
professionally
Negro,
and
Nelson
personally.
Gaines called it in.
I don't buy this
I came
story,
down
though.
here to
This
make
is some
sure him
urban
and the other
legend,
guy,
you know,
Jameson,
but she
stuff
only
like
put 2
Jameson
Jolly
found
Ranchers
about
up there. Where did the third one
something
come
like
from?
that.
Sort of
Guy makes me
silliness.
sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
I don't buy it.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Better not show it to Rusty. 2 large suitcase. Small suitcase. Bowling pin. One of these things is not like the other. He will not look at... Oh, no. You just got to move the mouse outrageously so.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
You telling me on every matchbook they manually handwrite the address of the bar? I don't buy it. Oh, Handberg.
Go
Evelyn
to the
Summers.
lot and see what they know
Department. Legal.
That's gonna be
Good
difficult, Cole.
only until
Keystone Studio
Halloween
Lot, closed back
1941. That's a long time ago. Oh no.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case.
Dear Evelyn, I hope this letter finds you in a better way than when we last parted. Bitter words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor. You know, it's the olden days when they say taken too much liquor. In the modern era, we just say you were way too lit. You turned it up to the extreme. And we both know what that makes you become. But I am not writing to harass and accuse, I am writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what had become of my little girl and what she is doing to herself. You are destroying your body and your soul with liquor, Evelyn, and it is harder for me to watch than you can imagine. But only God Almighty above us has the right to judge, and so I beg your forgiveness. I've been in contact with a sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is an illness, Evelyn, and that it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. It will not. Corner?
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing
Andy
us dead
Serkis.
bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Thanks for your help, as always.
There's more work to do here, Phelps. Leave me be.
I'm not looting. I will not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Phelps, 124.
Yes, hello, my love? Could you run a plate for me?
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks for your help.
Who? Parkour master. As always. Alright, let's start talking.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning.
She
sir.
seemed dead and also unhappy.
Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Well, that was easy. You haven't even looked at the body yet? I don't want to get demonetized. Or demonetized, which would also be bad.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
New clue. Vagrancy. No telltale finger abrasion. Never mind, but it's
Another
on the
missing
different
man.
hand this time.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
I think we've looked at it all here. All right, let's go speak to Weird Boy.
Hydrant and I'll give you a ticket.
Yes, hello, detective.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions.
Jinglehammer Schmidt was my
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
nom
Don't
de terre.
push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Like everybody else in Los Angeles, I'm a creepy sex fiend.
I was kissing her.
Oh, nice.
It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
Officer, have you ever heard of this thing called the Rainbow Party?
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop. Don't hit him.
Well, I thought if I hit him hard enough, some rye might fall out.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
His pupils are extraordinarily dilated.
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Uh-oh.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell.
Say what you want about him. He can take a punch, dude. He got right back up. I mean, rest assured, Rusty's had all the B vitamins leached out of his bloodstream by a life of hard living. But at the same time, like, dude has an iron jaw.
What do you think?
I say we try the liquor store next. I could get a short dog for the car.
Well, let's go.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
The chain liquor store, downtown branch. You know the owner, I'm sure.
You read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
I got some bad
Communists
news
can't
for
fight
you about the
without
future,
food.
Rusty.
You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Bested by superior logic yet again. The hobo? The hobo's gonna be the emperor?
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins.
Tony
Yes,
Robbins.
I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
And then he just bolts in true LA Noire fashion.
You got some fine stuff.
Rusty is not the time.
No, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
Please, just call me Baskin. Say, what's going on back here?
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
She wasn't always such a loner.
There's so many jokes that I can't pick one about all the faces in that picture. Bowling pin. It was on the list.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Yeah, but why would she bring her own pin?
I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
They have 15-cent vodka. If you show them your badge, they'll give you happy hour prices anytime.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
Can we? Yeah, chat's not wrong. What about the business acumen of Mr. Robbins letting an alcoholic live in the storeroom of his liquor store?
Work in the pictures.
Just seems a little bit unfortunate.
She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Oh, well, I would say she deserved it then. Can we look at the... No, I guess that official-looking document is not that important. Okay.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. I'm at a loss.
Question the owner. He must know something.
Thanks, Rusty. Grosvenor McCaffrey? That's a communist name if I've ever heard one. Absolutely true.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
That seems... He's looking me dead in the eyes. It's hard to tell because his face is reclaiming the land his eyes once had.
Any idea
Let's
where the
go.
money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Nice.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone.
But yes, she was my best friend. I mean... What about people that are... What about... Oh, no, yeah, the torn letter. This is like a lie. Because there was someone else who loved her. It was her father, I'm assuming. Or maybe an ex-husband. He is staring me dead in the soul, though.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now.
I told her she could sleep in my walk-in refrigerator.
Want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
He's blinking. He's blinking a lot. He's looking down and away. That's a doubt.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks
Three
for your
for
help,
three.
Mr. Robbins.
No problem.
Listen, I got an idea. 32 flavors. Hear me out.
I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh?
How do you know it's a
Evelyn
guy?
Never hurt anybody.
It's an equal opportunity society. I mean, now that women have the right to vote, what's left for them to claw for, right, Mr. McCaffrey? The cats are not hungry. They're gonna be fine. Never fear. Skirt! No, we can't skirt over that. Okay. Well, you know, we gotta obviously phone it in. There's no phone. Nah, we don't have to phone it in. What am I talking about? Let's get out of here.
You can drive.
Take me to the bar.
Fine. Where
This
we
is
at?
like Rusty's favorite day of police work ever. Just use your cell phone. Extremely the wrong generation. All the kids my age just look at their cellular telephones. I'm a more classy man. I read a newspaper.
Fellas. Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some
Yeah, I'll have a
questions
quintuple
concerning
rye,
Evelyn
please.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Always talking about
Who did she drink with?
killing the
A bunch
rich.
of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Oh.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers? And why
I'm
she was
just
found
a
beaten
starving
and
writer,
strangled in the rail
detective.
depot on Santa
What
Fe.
would you like to ask about?
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Michael Fassbender?
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do we know? I don't think we know.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Man, Rusty really hates communism.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
It's because Rusty's an American hero? Absolutely. I mean, obviously this is a lie because of the book.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces.
Well, we are brothers in arms against the bourgeoisie, but
I barely knew the woman.
I barely knew Comrade Snyder. What was her name? I don't remember.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night.
Not Tiernan!
They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Why don't you just question some more people, Phelps? I'll just be right here.
You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Can we really
Evelyn
trust a guy that
wants
wears a
us to drink.
sweater under
Don't
a
have any
button-up
time
shirt
for
that's
that.
tucked
Was
in?
that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
Gentlemen. Ladies. What about this trap door? If this is divinity, there's some treasure down there. Alright, I mean, like, pretty problem solved.
The regulars might have something else to tell you, but I don't.
Then we out.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
NL, you forgot to look upstairs? Yo, you never go upstairs in a bar, dude. That's like where the business happens. They will not let you go upstairs. It's illegal for you to be up there unless you own the place. Everybody knows that.
You know the way. You can drive.
11K, car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central, code 2.
No.
11 King, en route.
Not true.
Let's not keep the man waiting.
Let's keep him waiting, though. Oh, it's circled. Fine, let's go. Well, see, like, just click on that button right there. Alright. You have to select it in the car, and then Rusty will drive upstairs. Go figure, Rusty. We showed up just in time for lunch break. How convenient.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired for a job.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
How do you get downstairs in this crazy place?
I'm gonna make him take me to the pictures tonight.
I want to make homicide. You know you make it.
Cole Phelps, parkour master.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
I used to be indecisive.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
Red rum.
Sure you want to know, Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged.
Pardon me?
Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you
This
so
is
angry
a bit of a stretched metaphor, I
Because I
think,
just
Rusty.
had to fire one of my assistants.
Some of us got into a trouble with the housing default swap back in the early
Leads in the
2000s.
Summers case. But it's up to you to
Some of
decide
us
how we proceed.
rent a place and then sublet even though it's against the terms of the
Follow
lease.
up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Some of us mortgage it and then don't live in it and profit from the speculation. Some of us rent a condo and turn it into an Airbnb.
I don't need this.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
My wife is so dumb.
Excuse me, I'm trapped in the... Oh, I see the outside.
Mouthpiece store stripped off me at the grand jury.
Did he just refer to Cole having a mortgaged pussy? Yes, he did. That is indeed correct.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Whoops, sorry about that. This thing is a rear-wheel drive. Does Rusty remind anyone else of Todd Packer from The Office? Absolutely true.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue.
I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. Let's go!
Handle code 3 identified.
I just love having any excuse to turn the siren on. This is gonna be record response time. Use the phone first? I'll use a dang phone.
All units also needs help. 415
Just,
and shots
you know,
fired.
first
313
shots fired.
Bunker Hill Avenue.
It's an urgent call. Sorry, Bench.
Handle code 3 identified.
Sorry, Bench.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, officer needs help. 415 shots.
Why don't you come on out, Jimmy? I won't let them hurt
Why
you.
don't
Not
you
my honey
come
boy.
on out?
I told
Come
you not
on
to call
out.
me that, woman.
I
Now
gotta
shut the
do
hell
it
up.
my...
You shut the hell up.
That the lady of the house?
a nice story. Two old lovebirds just moved in together. But they had a falling out, and he chased her across the yard with a 12 gauge. Now it's him or us.
Get the bastard! Officer down! Give yourself up!
Pop out, pop out, pop out. See what oh my god! This calls for the Tommy gun. Tommy gun, please? Thompson? The Thompson submachine gun?
Cease and desist.
Like a Tommy gun. Okay, well, no Tommy gun necessary. Max Payne.
What have they done to you?
You shoot at the man in the hat, you best not miss, that's all I'm saying. Baby, all I need is a shot in the hat. Something in my veins, Phelpsier than Phelps. I do love
That's the guy from the
that this is Michael Phelps' father.
about this case.
Maybe even grandfather at this point. NL is on board a steam train? Yeah, it's the rice cooker, you got it.
Phelps badge 1247.
It goes chugga 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 though.
This guy's got a screw loose. I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks, ma'am.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
Excuse me? You
What's
got a
your
problem?
beef with this guy, Phelps?
Obnoxious oaf.
Just try me. I have an adamantium skeleton.
Keep walking, leave him be.
Did you see his head? It flew off into the stratosphere.
You drove me up to Mulholland? I needed some neck.
Jesus Christ.
Slow down, you idiots.
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
Apologize immediately.
You'll never catch me apologizing.
You brought in the case.
I ain't about that lifestyle. I'm here to take your hats.
Phelps, leave him be.
It's him. The cop from the newspaper.
All right. Whoa.
Oh, I wish I could afford that.
Of course, when you push the man, Rusty goes, stop it. Then Rusty runs over a woman himself. I see ya.
Are you drunk, mister, or are you just cracked?
He's only a right.
Okay, that was actually just mean.
I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday.
Rusty, you okay, buddy? I think the fire hydrant was blocking his entrance. It's not a woman to Rusty, it's a piece of real estate. Look, it's a thinly veiled metaphor, alright? You got a variable mortgage rate when interest rates are low. When they go higher, you increase your minimum payment. That's what I always say about women. Sometimes you gotta refinance your... etc. You get the idea. And also, if you'll excuse me, skirt. They really missed an opportunity to call it Roland's Bowlin'.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your
Oh
usual
my
lane?
god. Tell Cersei I want her to know it was me.
Detective Phelps.
Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
That's what I
We're
ask.
conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy Florence?
And look who's
He'll
talking.
be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Oh, is that him? He's bolting.
Rooters all around, y'all. Tiernan! LAPD!
He's got that Blue Jay snapback on, though. I see you.
There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him.
We might go faster.
This thing
if we weren't
is so
carrying the
fast.
extra weight.
It's the fastest car in
These are
LA
flashy
Noire
cars
history.
to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a
Absolutely
middle-aged
true.
individual with the need to feel virile.
I'll try to shoot out his
Everybody
tires.
knows
Wish
the
me
bowling
luck.
alley is where you go to see
Another
and
runner.
be seen.
Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a
Yeah,
wall
or
and saves us
breakfast
all the
endangerment.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
Actually, a worse driver than I am.
Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it.
Rusty, this
Hit him,
situation
Cole.
requires
Spit
some
him out.
gravitas.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Hands behind your head!
He should have stayed in his lane. Yeah, yeah. Meet the cops who can't be stopped.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
No. No VOD, boys, okay? If you're watching my subscriber stream on a VOD and you're not a subscriber, that's theft. That's more of a theft than taxation, and I will not stand for it. If the mods could ban anybody watching this VOD, please do. Tomo, would you like to enter? Hello? What's the problem, buddy? Are you scared of the rice cooker? Tomo! Oh, we gotta look at the mailbox. We gotta look at the mailbox. Whoa, Rusty, it's not like that, okay?
McCaffrey is in apartment,
Apartment
6.
6. Tomo! Tomo! Four. Seven. 8. Right, okay, I should have looked at the sign. 5, 6. He's done it.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in.
Let's go.
You want to do the honors, Phelps?
The last
Seems
bastion.
irrelevant.
Dude, who eats half a banana? Or who eats a whole banana, just leaves the peel out? Put it in the trash, you're gonna get fruit fly. What are you doing with a half-open can of chili and eggs, dude? Clean your house. Never trust a man who reads.
Don't think this is anything.
He was eating those beans? Maybe he J.O.'d with the peel? Oh, it's the other half of the letter. I will not take long. It will not take long before you are healed and you can come home. I've put your things back into your old room with a lock on the door for your privacy, and you can come and go as you please. I will care for you, and you can return to your normal life. I know your address has changed, so I cannot be sure this letter will find you, but I pray that it does and that you will consider what I have said. I love you very much, and I pray every night that you are safe, and that one day you will knock on my door, and the rift between us will be mended with love and understanding. Your mother, Augusta Summers.
Found beside the body.
Her name is Augusta
Very least, I'd say it
Summers.
tied McCaffrey to the scene.
Oh! Cat! Get out of here! You weird boy! He tried to jump on the computer, but I've changed the power settings so it won't shut down every time he jumps on it. Of all the things to jump on. Alright. We're gonna close this up. Fundamentals of critical theory.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Shut up. Wait, August is still summer. August is absolutely still summer. Some people might describe it as the most summery of all months.
I don't think so.
Personally, I'm a July boy. Well, this is a little damning. Rowland's bowling.
He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation.
I want to look at the shirt, though. We didn't look at the shirt yet. Now we have looked at the shirt. Okay, good enough. Apparently. Wow, you just breathed smoke right in my face as I was about to full-on tackle you.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio? Want another accommodation? Olive oil comes from olives.
Did he just say olive oil comes from olives?
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
Son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Sit yourself down, please. He does have a pretty good hangover run. I gotta give him that. But you cannot outrun the parkour master, though. Take your gun out! He refuses.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
It's alright. We're about to get RoboCop hands. Terminator 2? Terminator 2 arms, please.
There he is. See him?
We're close. Just got to get a little closer.
Give it up.
Here we go.
LAPD.
Terminator 2.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
And for being a goddamn traitor to the American race. USA! USA!
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey.
Hey, Rusty, why don't you drive?
Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever
I could have you killed.
was that Dahlia fuck.
Were it not for the cameras, I would have killed you already.
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
I think a
Let's
walk up
just
a flight
work
of stairs
this
is
out,
exhaustive,
shall we?
Phelps.
Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them.
Or both of them. Why not? We get paid by the conviction, Phelps.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sack.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a lie because we know that McCaffrey testified to seeing you two together. Entering a hotel.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
I was filming Good Mythical Morning during that time.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Please, just ask Rhett.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
I think he's telling the truth. I think she stole it. No!
Do you, Tiernan?
My perfect record.
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
That's a doubt and a half.
If you don't give me
What?
some reason to think differently about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Yeah, the side cooker's letting off some steam right now.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
You know, they say they're going to take our jobs one day, but... I mean, we saw the tire iron. that has the Rollins logo on it. Might as well accuse him and see what he's looking for.
I want the truth. I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and planted a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that, and there's no way you can prove any different.
Tire iron. The tire iron said Rollins Bowling on it.
As hard as
I
this
am
is
an
for you to
idiot.
contemplate, I really loved Evelyn. She was kind and gentle to me.
This
Evelyn
guy,
was
he's
missing a ring from
he's
her
an
right hand.
enigma.
Strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I'm sorry, Captain. He's a pro. We need that other interview room, please. Well, either way, whether this dude did it or not, he's going down for the crime.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
I'd rather see this
Who
guy
run
go
for the
away
police
anyway.
Usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You know my dad is Tom Hanks.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Well, that's a doubt and a half. I don't think we have any evidence that disproves it. Yeah, that's a doubt.
You're gonna need to do better if you don't want to
Excuse me?
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
That seems fair.
Good. It's your funeral.
The main reason Santa's so jolly is because he knows where all the bad girls live.
What about the letter? The letter doesn't prove that he was not writing a manuscript.
Isn't he the
It just
cop
proves
who
that
gets
he's in
talked about
possession
on
of the
radio?
letter.
Want another commendation?
Just book Rusty instead? Here, how much will you give me to not charge you?
I've had my say. I'll not say anything more.
We're not on max intuition. I think we're on like 2 intuition. 3 intuition, yeah. I think I missed a clue.
We'll talk later, Phelps. Operator, give me R&I.
Also, can you put me on through? I gotta
Putting you through now.
call my love back in Baton Rouge.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks.
He's got priors. Kevin James, this is our last chance. Kick down the door. No, you gotta set a tone, dude.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had
And
only
for my living
minor
to be paid for on the back of the working man.
You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
I mean, you have a criminal record. for violence. So this is a dang lie, my dude.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
It's like playing Getting Over It, trying to get down to the bottom option here.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have.
Wow, wow, wow. The irony.
Because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call
Rusty's
himself
like, all of a
man?
sudden, this guy ain't so bad.
Poor, drunken nobody stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Charged suspect.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
Well, I mean, she did steal his book. I'm not saying she deserved it, but, I mean, where on earth are you going to get another copy of Aristotle's Metaphysics? Four stars. Well deserved.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. His gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Then we rally with the first, then try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and infilade.
Mate,
we
Level 2 backpack.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes.
I'm in charge here, Sergeant.
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
That's what they say, you know, war doesn't decide who's right, it decides who's left. Suck my unit! The $250,000 murders!
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
It's this revolutionary new letter called Z. I said you'll never get a 26th letter into the alphabet.
Like the previous
But
letter,
by
so
God,
I
they've
can't
done
lift
it.
the print.
Cunt BD. Find me where I hid myself.
No one else but the killer knew about this message.
My wife is so dumb, she stares at orange juice for hours. Well, if they count it in the cart.
The poetic works of Percy Bysshe Shelley.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell is going on?
Demogorgon.
To suffer woes.
Yep.
Which
No, I
hopeless
remember.
comfort. To forgive wrongs darker than death or night.
Looking in wonder up to heaven while yet the music pealed along, I hid myself within a fountain in the public square where I lay like the reflex of the moon seen in a wave under green leaves. Under the green leaves, we'll be making love under the green
But
leaves.
where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarleton murder, not to mention the Muller
Hang
case.
on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, gentlemen.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it.
While yet
I
the
knew this
music
run was too
pealed
good to be
along,
true.
I hid myself within a fountain in the public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to... Forget what it's supposed... What does he want it
Where are
to
you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay.
Why can't you be more like Rusty, who completely disassociated from the case and is just pacing around in the background naysaying?
One story with two meanings. A symbolic meaning. But that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Ray.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sack.
I put him down with my sack? That bum took a swipe on me? I put him down with my sack?
That's a guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
I put him down with my SAP. Service
You can
action
drive.
pistol. Got it. Take me to Pershing Square, please.
All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We gotta get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said.
I'm not going back to
The
drinking
department's
prison
not
hooch.
gonna take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
I agree. Rusty's got like a dream job right now. I do all the detective work. All Rusty does is drink and drive. Shoot out the tires in broad daylight.
Rather you than me, Phelps.
My suit.
You know the local hobos use that as a latrine.
Elizabeth Short. Betty Short. Black Dahlia.
What? There is a cave all overgrown with trailing odorous plants, which curtain out the day with leaves and flowers, and paved with veined emerald. And a fountain leaps in the midst with an awakening sound. From its curved roof of the mountain's frozen tears, like snow or silver or long diamond spires, hang downward, raining forth a doubtful light. I love living in 2017. We talk like
Elizabeth
normal
Short's
people.
Social Security card. Jesus Christ. That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Shelley.
Can you work it out?
Well, I haven't shouted and shouted yet.
You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
What do you mean, do you have a city? Use the main map? Yeah, okay. It's definitely cold storage. Yeah, what I meant to say is Union Station. Hello. It's probably El Pueblo de Los Angeles. Perhaps it's the Hall of Records. Actually, it's a cave. Could it be the Westlake tar pits? Maybe it's hidden vehicle? Don't say it, chat? No, chat, say it. Read the descriptions. Read your poetry. I don't read poetry. Poetry's for nerds and accountants. The glasswork depicts a mountain cave overgrown with plants and wildflowers. Your boy is a genius. But NL, you're a nerd. You play chess. What, you don't like winning? That's not really what my intention was.
About a week ago, this guy murdered his wife and dumped the body. But that's the cop who put him away.
LAPD, police emergency.
Oh, not on your life, Buster.
Him. It's really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leading us.
It's his game, Rusty. He may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous.
Like a glove.
I doubt if he will give
Look
up
at that
easily.
part of the
Shoots me down to
waters.
the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citations. What a day to be a cop. That pencil pushing Parker won't be able to shove me aside after this.
Peter? I thought he was a photographer. Screwed.
Easy.
I don't think we're making it up this. Oh, look at that! That was some Baby Driver stuff right there.
How shocking.
Carcour. That's why I didn't let Rusty drive. He would have probably taken the road.
Can I help you, sir?
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
His hat is like a garbage bag. Quiet sprint. Quiet sprint. Electrical. Private. Police department records room. Exhibits room. Rusty, what the heck, dude? He's a genius.
Let's go.
What? I mean, yeah, let's go. But what you got there?
I'm going out there, Rusty.
Better you than me. Be careful.
Oh,
Could be a trap.
my hat. Whoa, easy there. Almost lost. Oh! Cole Phelps. He's gone down. You can do it, Phelps. This is an extreme OSHA violation. This is the 40s, dude. You know, you want to get any police work done? There's going to be a body count.
Deirdre Muller's missing watch.
Let's go. From the temples high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculpture and
Temples
posy.
high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and posy.
From the
Where have I
murmurings
seen that?
of the unsealed springs where science bedews his daedal wings.
Jesus Christ, Cole, get off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty.
There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side.
This seems
Get
a little
over the edge,
outrageous.
Then jump for it.
Swing.
on, come on.
Why is this part in the game? Valid question. Turns out the chandelier wasn't meant to have a 170-pound detective on it.
That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
Another Dahlia clue?
No. A yellow gold wristwatch.
The Molar dame.
Yes.
Well, Rusty, we really fucked up the Hall of Records, huh?
Another location.
If I can work it out.
Well, I agree with Rusty. Let's get out of here. Inevitably, we're going to forget a lot of what we're doing for the next week, but so be it. For now, thanks for watching the show. Kate's going to be live after this. Hey, Kate! What are you going to play? Kate is going to play Metopia at twitch.tv/lovelymomo. Go follow the journey of me, Bear Taffy, Kate, Krendor, Malf, etc., etc. Thank you to everybody who supported over the course of the show as well. That includes Sticky Bear 1, Pagigallo, The Glorious Dong City, and Goldfish Vendor for the cheers. And then on the subscriber side, Streamlabs worked, which means we've got Jason Stir 123, Ambi Sinister 7, Rariku 0, Waifu Gone Wild, White Woos, White Rose 55, Def Jam Velveeta, Cairo Miz, Glasses EN, that's just Glassin 75, Othsurin, George M987, IV Rocky, B Vinny Chase, Greg TF2, The Real Blue, Inkuzer, Problem Machine, Venom 902, Salty Zebra, Bonfire Des, Jawa the Hutt. Can you guys do the sound that the Jawas do in Star Wars? It's like Kadidi. Oh, Ruka responded. Kadidi. Nothing. Colpow, Beaconatrix, Sinister Shadow Reverend, Systrom, Void Sheep. Yeah, they go Houdini, something like that. Watchjack, Void Sheep, Jindo 1, Blue Emerald, Supercat 31, more like Super Cop, Homeboy Artem, Turkey Ham, Dr. Bees, Dark Cloth, the Nanosaurus, Demon Biter, Preaching Amigo, Phonix, Waifu Gone Wild, Sinetha, Emperor Vespasian, El Suck, it's like a Luke's looter brother, Serial Freak, Admiral Vonderpitz, Sticky Bear 1, Kodak 42, Beller Life Talks, 1510 Zillion, Remlem, Logan LP, Ketsu Tabaro, It's Radboy, Lango Trio, Shadasi, Desmond, Zenpool, Regilita, The Red Ferret, Laylight 23, Luca Relink, Dr. Bob 666, Akiva Nugent, Blues 574, Gum, Pyropunk, Io Knows, Wooly Bully 2580, Super Senpai 69, Smile NATO, Hot Wing Hero with stars in his eyes, Yugai, Rolock 13, Boardmaxter, The Great Jug, SW Will FFX, Dr. Fancy 11, Trinkvasser, Jaludi, Baron Sanford, Salty High, Company Cube, Surfing Pineapple, Boov, Phoenoc, Freakazoid 73, Venzia, Turtleton Incognito, Musselheim, Slagoth, or Slagaroth, Vikings World, Strixik, MSR 97, McLean, Fishy Stick, Shane MCC 94, Banishment This World, Fortunate Floater, Haku, Captain Jack 69, The Goud, Swolentist, Zynauser, A Couple Bad Memes, Alexis Gondor, Bronze Crew Scum, Croyles, La Belle Vache, Gecko Gecko, every time I get it wrong. Doix, Zoidberg, The Saint Jimmy, 100 Mega Shock, Denny Shark, King 2371, Boredom, Napoleon Theo, Jironsky, import username, Akman Shuva, Ryan 7308, Paranoia CPI, Kevin Stavik, Gavin Sideways, Metal Caden, Odd Thomas 42, Rage Requiem, Gazloid, Don't Us, Mr. Green Man, Bronze Boner, Cheesy Dark Tidings, The Lonius Jord, King Wargreymon, Exo Kaiser, Mustard Nut, Stapled Fish, Yak Attack, Shadow Lion, Zablob, Dr. C, Online Pizza Man, Gonair 2, Kamikaze Guy 12345, Celodan, Better, Move Your Hands. It says Celodan kind of sounds like Southern Man. 6A6867, Mattis SC, Alexander the MLG, Squizzy42, Moppapy123, Silence91, Doomity, Gingersaurus82, Bloodblade XX, Government of Canada, to Uber Taco, Eller58, Bubbert, X Soul Driver X, The Etrigan, Avaren, Jim Gherkins, Queen of Babylon, Bergland, Gaza97, Daglis, Rob Bobberts, Spons the Mighty, Helmion, Ikuri, Nevane, and Ponfoof. Thank you very much for the subscriptions. They say justice is blind, but not like this. As always, when I finish a show, I'm going to do brief pimping. There's still a week to get subscriptions for half off if you've never subscribed to a channel before. I did it yesterday with Michael A.L. Fox. I don't mean I subscribed. I mean we had sexual contact. I did it yesterday. We made the movie with the clown, sexually speaking. There's also new Twitch Prime loot. It's for Warframe, which people really like. I know nothing about it, but if you like it, you can get Twitch Prime loot for Warframe by subscribing to Twitch Prime, and then you have a free Twitch Prime subscription that you can use on anybody you desire to use it on, including myself. Obviously, I appreciate it, but if you got it, use it on somebody. Support your local streamer. For now, thanks for watching. Kate's live, twitch.tv/lovelymomo. I'll see you tomorrow for the NLSS.